That's for a photo, though.
No,
it's videoing.
We're on.
Oh, hang on. So if I... Anyway. Here we go. Welcome to... There was no en route today, but we have got an off route section of the pod. No en route because we
had a lot on this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, we were sorting out a couple of other bits. Simple as that. So I think we'll start with Winnie today. The man who regrets what he wished for, I think.
I think I've just been mugged off. Nah. Like I said, when we said in the previous one about having a challenge, we had one today. A very good team. Very good team, actually. We didn't get the result we wanted today, but it's just sometimes it's a little bit frustrating when you know the kids can do what they can do, and it was just a little bit off it today. That's all it was. Take nothing away from Cotswold Rangers. They scored 3. This kid scored a hat trick in about 2 minutes, and honestly, I say it every single week. I do say like a broken record. Pace. He was so quick, and he just caused the problems. We had a couple of chances. Their keeper produced an unbelievable save in the bottom corner. Our only goal was from Hadley, an unreal strike, great goal,
Really good goal.
really good goal.
Really good goal.
But yeah, just a little bit frustrating from our behalf, really. It's not. I said I don't want to say big-headed like I did the other day, but it's not very often we get beat like that. And yeah, I'm a bit upset.
Yeah, well, I think from what I saw, it was one of those days for you as well.
Mate, yeah, it was.
Because it's not like you didn't have the chances to score. No. I saw 3 go straight to the keeper's hands. And one was from like 4 yards out. It could have gone anywhere else in that goal.
And they happen, don't they?
Yeah, everyone has those days. I mean, I have one every week. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, all in all, it wasn't the result we wanted. But towards the last 10, 15 minutes, they rechucked everything at them.
Yeah, and it looked a good battle.
It was a good battle, yeah.
And
they had a couple of girls in there.
Really,
they was really good.
Really, I saw you struggling to get out of your half at one point.
Yeah.
The way the girls were hassling, they were both up front, or were they like wide?
Yeah, well, they all like sort of changed around because they only had 9, so they changed their keeper around regularly, and they was changing positions. But yeah, they take nothing away from them.
Well, I tell you what, fair play to them then. Yeah, to still come away with
honestly,
the win.
Yeah.
Like we know how good your boys are, so well done them.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Positive play.
From what I said, first, because you played quarters, didn't you? First 15 minutes was really good.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't played quarters.
Momentum, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. The reason I hadn't played quarters was because when they came up, I said, "Do you want to play quarters or halves?" My kids always want to play halves.
Yeah.
And I prefer to be honest with you. I would rather make the changes during the flow of the game, not do a few at a time, blah, blah, blah. So I said to Mass, you could be in charge of changes until the end when I had to take over because I was like, I can't sacrifice all control.
Apart from, like, they had one good goal in the first quarter, but I would honestly say that you was the better team first quarter.
Yeah, I think we were.
The ball went really well.
Really, really well. The boys, and we knock it round well. They're working together.
And what I did like is your boys talk.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're getting there. But again, like this is their second season in football ever.
And you played against them, they're a good side. Right?
They're a really good side. So I realised actually in our podcast, I talked about scores quite a lot the other day, and we're not really supposed to mention scores. I know that it doesn't matter to the people because we were on the wrong end of those scorelines. If I say about how we've tubbed someone 9-1, it might be different. But Winnie got beat by those 9-1. When was it? Not last year,
year before. Yeah.
So I went into that going, this is going to be hard. But actually, the scoreline probably did reflect the game. They had way more chances and they knocked it around beautifully around the box. They worked the box. They were really good at that. But our game was winning the ball back and going forward. I mean, I couldn't pick a man of the match today, which is Rich is really good. And
Nor could I.
no, slightly different reasons.
Okay.
But yeah, I was really, really impressed. If I was going to pick a man of the match, it would probably be my son. No, I'm joking. It could have been Kobe. He had a very good game at the back. He was really composed. He's a constant 8 out of 10 minimum.
You get some of them, don't you?
Yeah, he's a good. I mean, I've made him captain because he's always talking, and really good.
It's key when you play at the back, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, everyone on the pitch, really. But.
Yeah, we played great football. They played great football, but it's like I said to you before, we play good football against good football inside. We really do step up to that challenge, and
just clinical they was.
Yeah, they were. I mean, the one goal came from a free kick, which I probably didn't have to give. It didn't look as bad as it was.
I think it's one of them. If you get it, you go okay, but if you don't, you're probably going, wow. Yeah.
There is a controversial decision to be made because I don't know if there was a goal at the end or not. It was outside of the net after. There's no way it could have gone under the net, and they were all arguing that it must have gone through the net.
Oh, right.
The only way it could have was outside netting, but I don't know how it had gone out the side netting and round behind the goal.
Ghost goal.
I'm going to say it wasn't a goal, and come at me, bro. But their team said I was the best ref they've ever had. So, yeah, my decision's final here, isn't it?
I can see that egg growing. I'll tell you what, I had a real nice conversation with two of the Cotswold Ranger coaches. Two very nice blokes, actually.
And that's what this is about, isn't it? The connections that we're making is really...
And I said to him that when the fixture's finished, which I don't know if we'll get any more in after January, I said, we'll come up to you and have another game, because them games are the ones we want. Do you know what I mean? The battles, the close games. Well, and he even said himself that he's had... Basically, they're the same sort of ability as us. They've had some heavy wins. They've had a couple of close games, the same as what we've had against the same sort of teams. And he says, like we said before, you don't get nothing from winning high ends. And he said today, was one of them games where he thoroughly enjoyed it because it was end to end, it was physical, it was close.
And he won.
Yeah.
What's weird on yours, do you remember you played, I think it was a Hucklecote girls side?
Yeah.
And they said that they compete in the league.
Yeah.
But I think you won quite heavily. Do you think that maybe they compete against different teams?
I think
there's the odd one.
A lot of the teams. So the Cotswold Rangers one was saying they're first into.
Oh, this is their first season.
So I don't know if they've been in a different league, and there's a few other teams that's come in.
Right.
Because I don't know too much about the what's the other one? Mid-Gloss. I don't know if some of them have come over like a bit like what you had.
Perhaps.
So I don't know if there's as many teams as well. Because I remember a couple of years ago, there was a group chat there that was organised by one of the coaches for a development league. Yeah. They didn't want to go into a league, and I think they was part of that. And a lot of them last season went into the same league.
Right.
So I think it was still competitive. But that's all I know, because obviously I was out the loop for the last 2 years because we were playing our own age. So I don't know.
Okay.
But there's, like I said, there's a few teams in there now that we've played. It's been close.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like you said, it means then that we don't have to worry about the league for you.
No.
I still want to come out of mine. But I enjoyed that game. And actually, all of the kids enjoyed that game. They knew how well they played. They knew they played.
And I think, they knew, because a lot of people could see it. I'm sure the parents would have seen it.
We had you. Obviously, you were watching. There was Foxy watching, or Nick came over. He was watching. Then you've got a load of all the under-9s. They were all watching, and they were like fixed on the game as well.
Yeah.
Everybody was watching their kids warm up for your game, but then they were turning and watching ours as well, because it was a real good, real end-to-end game. Some good football from some young kids. Loved it.
It's what you want, mate. It's what you want.
Well, that and a win, but that's coming, mate. I'm telling you now. Drop down 2 leagues. I don't care if we start winning 13-0. We can learn something from it. We kick butt. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's good.
No, I think it was good, but I think we've got a lot to get on with.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's going to be fun.
Some of us need to just be careful what we wish for, I think, sometimes. So with that, up the blues for me.
The clarets for me.
I'm doing well.
That's so loud away. Only the over and out.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. But when we do it in mid-conversation, it goes off.
Oh, it's there though. That's distinct. I love it.
Oh.
I love it. Take me back to the 70s. I'd have been a star.